What's up, world? Jan Diesel here. E3 Network, Emergence, Evolution, Elevation. Today I want to speak on autopilot. You know, your alarm go off, you wake up, you get yourself together, you rush out the door, you go to work, you come home, handle your business, run around the kids, eat, go to bed, wake up, do it again. The weekend come around, you hang out a little bit, with your fly, quick in the mud, and you back at it. It's autopilot. Like what during these days did we do to make ourselves better? What during these days did we do? Did we look for something that could move us out of our comfort zone? Or something that's going to help us build something besides paying rent or paying mortgage and just doing it over and over again? Like, when is we gonna start feeding ourselves something more than what we're feeding ourselves? We sit on Instagram, Facebook, we scroll all day, worried about everybody else's life. What blah 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 doing? What's going on right now? All the beefs, all the. That's what we focus on. I just want to say, like, let's start focusing on ourselves. Let's learn a trade. Let's look into stocks. Let's look, like, it's people out there who are making a very good life for themselves. And it's something that we can do easily. Well, I'll take that back. It may not be easily, but it's something that we can do if we just put our mind to it and focus. As much energy as we focus on stuff that's not getting us nowhere, not moving us forward. Like, let's start building something, man. Let's start reaching out to our friends. And that's another thing. Watch who you entertain. That person you get on the phone and all they want to do is talk about the negative stuff and stuff like that. Like, where does that get us? Switch it up. Next time somebody come and talking negative or something, be like, switch it up. Like, oh, did you have you listened to this guy? Eric Thomas. What's his name? Myron Golden. Monroe. I forget his whole name or whatever. But it's positive stuff that we could be watching that can make us just be better human beings, man. I was at a friend's house and they started to talk on the phone with somebody and they started to talk real negative. Like, it was like, blah, 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 And once they got off the phone, I addressed it. Like, that was messy. You know what I mean? It was messy. And they was like, it's normal. That's what they said. It's normal. Like, just because it's normal don't make it right. Us being in poverty normal, but that don't make it right. The police killing us, that don't make it right just because it's normal. You know what I mean? Us getting harassed by but that don't make it normal. I mean, that don't make it all right just because it's normal. And we gotta stop doing things just because it's what we used to or what we've been doing. Like, let's do something different. Like, get out your comfort zone and start bettering yourself. And I'm not just talking to y'all. I'm talking to me too. This is the stuff I'm feeding me and I'm feeding y'all as well, because we gotta stop doing the normal things that we've been doing. We need to switch it up. Do something different. Work on ourselves. Every day I wake up, I make my bed, And I start my day with a prayer. And every day I listen to something, whether it's about stocks, Wall Street Trapper, I listen to him to learn about stocks. I listen to Eric Thomas. I listen to Myron Golden. And I listen to them people because they're telling me things that make me uncomfortable. They telling me things. I read his book. He said, if you watching TV and you broke, that smacked me in the face, like. And then he went on to say, if you not making $20,000 a month, you broke. You know, and I'm like, everybody just heard it, like what? But you know what that just did? That just made me aware of that. $20,000 a month is possible. And you know what I did? So now, when I talk about the people that you entertain, and like, I don't really hang out with a lot of people. Like, I don't. I chill. I keep to myself. I handle my business, and that's what I do. But my circle is them people now. Those are my people. Them the people that I'm listening to every day. Those are the people that's in my ear. That's the thing. Those are the things that I'm hearing every day to fuel me in my decisions, in my thought process, and all of that stuff. It's giving me bigger goals that I didn't have before. And I put myself in that position by listening to these people. You know, I used to do a lot of overtime. Overtime guru, you know. And I stopped doing overtime. Everybody at work looking like, you good? You sick? And I'm just like, no, I'm working on stuff out of here. Like, it's they say it's an 80-20 rule. And, 80% of, our life is like the going to work, the doing that, you know what I mean? But the 20% is, the stocks, the trying to become an entrepreneur, trying to be better, trying to make things different. Like, those things right there are the things that we need to be working on. That 20%, we need to be working on that as hard as we working on going to work every day, showing up, blah, blah. Like, push yourself. I know everybody out there has a talent or has a gift that they have that they can make some money behind. Go make some money behind it. I talk to a lot of people that have a lot of great ideas, but we so caught up in work that we don't put work into the other stuff, because after we done doing work, we drain. But we ain't that drained though, because we still scrolling, we still on the phone chopping it up about nonsense, we still just doing stuff that just don't get us nowhere in life. And I don't know how people gonna take this video, but this was on my heart, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be bringing things to y'all, that stuff that's in my heart, and just straight up talking to y'all real, like a regular person that I am. It's like, I'm human, y'all human, but our friends don't be telling us stuff like this. And true, maybe our friends don't think like that, but somebody in the circle gotta start being like, hey, like people don't really call me with the nonsense, like, because they know James ain't trying to hear that. He could care less about it. The conversation gonna get real dry. They might as well call somebody else that's gonna be geeked about talking about somebody else's life. So I know this came off like a little negative and stuff like that, but it's just, let's get uncomfortable, man. Let's work towards something. Let's stop living in autopilot, right? Do something different. Push yourself. Push yourself. You can do it. All right, this James. I'm out. Emerge, evolve, and elevate. I'll holla at you.